Computer. All right. All right, guys, this is David from Forex Empire. We'll be going over some swing trades for this week. Today is April 9th, 2018. So let's get started with AUD as usual. And we're going to be going over all 31 pairs. Probably, yeah, all the AUDs, all the Euros, all the CHF, CADs, GBP, NZD, USD, and in the end, we're going to be going over gold. So it's going to take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. So stay with me, and I'm not going to be educating you guys. I'm just going to be marking up charts. So please pay attention to the trades that I'm going to be giving out also. Make sure to have notes in front of you if you're going to write notes for new signals or whatever, but I'm not going to be typing it out. I'm just going to be marking it up, and I'm going to make the video fast. Probably 30 to 45 minutes. I don't want to take long, so it's going to be short, okay? So let's get started. So it's going to be a swing trading. So everything that I'm going to be looking at will be it will be a 4-hour time frame. So all right, right about here, as we've seen that the 78.6 hasn't been touched, but at the same time, M, level 1, level 2, and a W with a divergence is still valid. So the trade itself is valid, but on a 1-hour time frame, what we've seen here is the price retracing back to 77.6532. After that, we should expect some bullish movement. It's just coming back to finish its harmonic pattern that was created. And once it completes, then we can look forward for a nice bullish trend, okay? So until then, but we are already in a buy from last week, so I'm just gonna let it play out and see how it goes, okay? On to the next one, AUD CAD. All right, AUD CAD made the W level 1, level 2, M formation at the 78.6. However, it hasn't went up to the resistance point, but it just went up to 78.6, created the M with a nice divergence, as we've seen, but the level 2 was never created. So level 1, sorry, hasn't created. So we're just gonna drag it up right here. So we'll see a big retracements coming through, but when, we don't know. We can do a Fibonacci level, we can predict it, but I'm gonna use a sell on this one when the price comes up. Right now, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. AUD CAD is a hot trade since last week, but this week probably we can expect some bullish movement. 61.78. So this is a 61 area, so we should expect some bullish movement right about here. And then a drop. So we'll wait it out and see, and then from here to here, that's a 61.8 most likely too. So okay, looks like the price wants to go over here. All right, so let's see how that goes. But 61.8, 78.6 is right here. So the price can reject from this point or this point, but when the price is here, this is gonna be my hot zone where I'm gonna be looking for a sell right here in this zone. But right now I'm just gonna watch it, let it play out, let it go back up, and then I'm gonna sell, okay? No sell limit, but just wait for the price. And at the same time, if you notice that there's a head and shoulder pattern coming up. Right here. I should make it green. You see that head and shoulder? Right here, right here, right here. So let me draw that out. right here. So we might see a nice head and shoulder coming up, but a head and shoulder pattern is basically when the price breaks the neckline, that's when you sell and put your stop above the shoulder. But when the price comes up to the 61.8, you're gonna be looking probably at 50% retracement. Yep. So right about there. So let's wait it out and see how it really plays out. There. So overall, what I see is a nice bullish movement on AUD CAD. Let me drag that out, make a double check. Yep, it is a bullish movement. So probably on a smaller time frame, we might find something. $45 minutes. All right. On a smaller time frame, there's nothing, but on a larger time frame, we can see that the price most likely will be bullish for the week, and next week we should expect the price to drop from this point. So that's a technical point of view. At the same time, it is a MMM pattern also. That's a W, level 1, level 2, M formation. At the same time, there's a level 1 right here. So level 1, 50%, that's the area for that we're going to be looking at, is at around $1. Yeah, 1.0. So right about this area, we're going to be selling this trade. Let me mark the zone up so we know what you're talking about right there. There. So, all right, guys. So AUD CAD is set now. AUD CAD, HNS. So, all right, now AUD CHF. All right, so what we've seen here is the price most likely will go down, and we're just waiting out for the W to finish up, and then we can look for a buy, okay, on this area. But let the pattern finish up, and then we can jump on. Let's see what we got next. AUD JPY. All right, AUD JPY is already in profit. From last week, we entered right at the bottom with a nice divergence, M right here, level 1, level 2, nice W. But you've seen M level 1, level 2, W level 1, level 2, M level 1, level 2. Now what we're gonna see is W level 1, level 2, and an M formation. So we're gonna count the levels, but right now it hasn't broken the level 1. Once it breaks the bottom W resistance, then we can expect the price to consolidate right here on the sideway movement, or make a head and shoulder, or whichever that case is. But we'll see how this plays out. But right now there's nothing. Just watch it and see how the price moves. That's level 1. Level 2 probably gonna be here. All right, now AUDJPY, at the same time, it is on the trend line breakout. So if you haven't, oops, where did I do? Right about there. Even though on the market maker method it's a bullish movement, at the technical point of view, it is a bullish movement also. As you can see, the trend line breakout had already happened. It's doing a retest. Now you can expect the price to move upwards. All right. All right, guys, whoever is drawing, just please stop, okay? All right, now on to the next one will be ADNZD. About here. Okay, now ADNZD has a A top, level 1, level 2, a nice W formation on a daily time frame. But at the 78.6, we can see there is a divergence right about here. So we'll wait it out since the trade is canceled. We'll wait it out and see how it really want to play out. This can be a whole one level. So probably this is a second level and the third level is going to be here. So right now I'm not going to be trading it unless the trend line is breaking out. So once it shows me any reversal candlestick like an engulfing right about here, as you can see, the price did that right here. It rejected 78.6, but it didn't completed that pattern. So what we see is this right now. So the level 1 is right about here, the level 2 is right here. So, and we'll see how the W forms right here. When the W is formed with a nice divergence, we'll be looking for a buy. But until then, I would suggest just to stay away. Since this is an A top, it's not a good confirmation trade, but we risked it for the nice risk reward, but no big deal. On to the next trade, okay? But ADNZD will be a nice buy right over here. So make sure to keep an eye on here and you can make a nice pips. It's going to be around, let's see how many pips this is. Like around 870 pips. Okay, so keep an eye on it. It's going to be a nice trade long term. ADNZD on a buy for support. Okay, now on to the next trade, Euro USD. Our 1 hour time frame has a different story to tell. M level 1, level 2, a nice W with a divergence. The price looking good, but it's going to be a short-term buy. But the long-term, it's a sell, but it's on a daily time frame, as you can see. Right here, W level 1, level 2, extra level, a nice M, but the price will go most likely up or down, but we'll see how this plays out. But most likely up, and then from that point, it will reject from the 78.6 and then drop it down. So if it all depends. If you want to swing it, just hold on to it. But if you're day trading it, day trade it for a buy. But please make sure to do your own analysis also on top of it before you enter a trade. All right. So all right, on to the next one, and that would be Euro NZD. All right, Euro NZD, we pretty much got a nice trade entry right about here. So W level 1, level 2, a nice M formation with a divergence. Basically at the same time, it is a elite wave pattern. Now we're going to be seeing ABCD. So right about here. Now we can see that right about here. So most likely the reversal would be, the short one would be from here to here. And then, let's see, maybe 161.8, 261, nope. But right here, that's an ABCD, but that's going to be a level 1, and then it's going to be level 2, probably level 3 right about here. But we'll just count the levels, okay, once it happens. But right now, most likely it is a bearish wedge at the same time. And if you choose, you can add more elite waves if you want. That's going to be, so that's another nice wave right there. So it's a nice bearish wedge to be looking at the 61.8. So I got stopped out. I think I had a break even right about here, but it went back up. I sold it again, and I'm gonna hold it since it did the nice breakout and doing a retest. So I'm gonna hold it through and all the way to the bottom. So that's a nice pips right there. Let me count how many pips that is. 170 pips in profit already, and 1600 pips, 1650. That's gonna be a lot of pips. So we'll wait it out and just swing it, okay? Now let's get to Euro, NZD, AUD. Euro AUD, W level 1, level 2, nice M formation, a nice breakout. Now we can expect another breakout right here. After that, we can basically look forward for a nice sell-off, okay? Until then, right now, it's still a risky trade until the support is broken and trend line is broken. If these two are broken, then it's a nice indication that the price will continue to go down. So you don't need to rush the trade. You can just wait for the breakout and enter on a sell. All right, now Euro GBP. All right, now Euro GBP, as you can see, a lot of times people just end up buying based on this and never wait for the neckline breakout, and that's going to be a fail on a technical point of view. But at the same time, if you look at it, this trade is still valid. It's a nice M, level 1, level 2, a nice W with a divergence. So we're just gonna wait it out, and this should not break this low. So if it does break out, then probably we're making somewhere mistake where we need to counter levels. So we'll wait it out and see how it really plays out. But we had a stop loss to break even, and I think we are out of this trade. So most likely what I'm gonna do is probably wait for the market to give me another entry point right about here, but on a bigger time frame. Let me see what they got. Yeah, it got nothing. So, but it has a major support that we can use for a nice buy right about here. So it's doing another retest. So once we see a nice engulfing pattern or a reversal candlesticks like this, we'll enter for a buy. But that's going to be a hot pair for the week, so make sure to keep an eye on it. And that's going to be Euro GBP for a buy and a support. All right, next is Euro CHF. And all right, so Euro CHF. Euro CHF, it has a nice W, level 1, level 2, a nice M with a wedge, has an Elliott wave to it. At the same time, if you notice that it's not breaking the high, so most likely it will go here, 88.6, and bounce off of that, but that will create a nice ABCD pattern that we're all expecting. So that's going to be right there. So right about here, the price should retrace from that point to this point. That's going to be a nice ABCD pattern, but this is going to be created right here. But overall, that's a nice M with a nice divergence. I'm expecting a nice drop all the way to the downside. So we'll just wait it out and let it play out, okay? Now, on to the next one would be Euro CAD. All right, Euro CAD, I'm gonna sell also. It's a nice profit right now. I don't even know how many pips that is, but that's from last week. And it's around 234 pips up in profit. So that's a nice peak, level 1, level 2, a nice M with a nice divergence, a trend line breakout, everything playing out. Even the MMM, even the technicals are playing out. So that's the good sign. So now we're just gonna write it out all the way to the bottom. That's gonna be a base support that's broken. Now we should expect nice set up first level. All right, that's going to be level 1, consolidation, breakout, consolidation, impulse. So these are the impulses, these are the consolidation. Market moves in, and markets are always 80% consolidation, only 20% is impulse. But if you don't know when the impulse is going to come, you miss the trade because they are quick ones, you know. All right, so Euro JPY. Euro JPY is a nice trade also. This is a peak, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation with a divergence. Now we're waiting for the level 1 consolidation to finish up so we can expect a nice impulse to the downside. So we'll just wait it out and see how it plays out. Now CHF JPY. All right, now CHF JPY is looking nice. It already did the trendline breakout. Now we can expect a nice bullish movement, but I'm waiting for this to break through. Once the price breaks above, that gives me enough confidence to move the stop loss to break even. Until then, I won't move it. So we'll just wait it out and see how it really plays out. Now, onto the next trade is CAD CHF. All right, CAD CHF is playing out really nice. M formation, level 1, level 2, a nice W with a divergence, a trendline breakout, a retest, everything playing out. Now we can see a resistance level for the W is getting broken out. So now we can expect a nice level 1 consolidation, level 2 right about here, and an M formation. So once the take profit gets reached, but right now, currently we are in 150 pips up in profit. So that's a good thing. So we'll just let it out and probably move our stop loss to break even on a bunch of trades tonight. There was another trade I kind of missed out. Let's see, which one is that? I think it was Euro. All right, Euro. No, this is CAD CHF. All right. I think it was Euro USD. No, that was not it. Euro USD on a buy. All right, we're on a sell and a buy also. CAD JPY. CAD JPY. All right, CAD JPY is a nice profit. I want to move that up to the stop loss. Yep, that's 200 pips in profit. So all right, now CAD JPY, CAD CHF. Let's see, that one is about here. That's 114 pips. So nice, 114. Right here is 200. What the hell? All right, I'm gonna wait it out and I'm gonna wait it out. So let the price play out a little bit longer. Finish the level 1 consolidation, and then I'm gonna move the stop loss to break even. Until then, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Sorry. GBP CHF. CAD JPY is done. GBP CHF is next. All right, we're catching up. All right, now on a daily time frame, it's a nice elevate pattern, but what we have seen as the price is coming up all the way high. So I kind of found this pattern right here, M level 1, level 2, a nice W with a divergence. and then level 1 consolidation, level 2 consolidation. Now we have seen that nice M formation that's happening right about now. And what we're going to be doing is, as you can see, this is a nice retest on probably a 1 hour time frame right about here. So we're going to be looking for a sell. As you can see, there's a nice resistance right about here that's getting respected by wicks. So right there. Okay, now 4 hour time frame gives you a nice extension that we need for that. And there's a Elliott wave also. All right, so most likely this is going to be a nice drop. So we're going to do a nice sell on this one right about there. And we're going to take profit all the way to the bottom. Now let's see what the risk management is. The stop loss. The stop loss we'll put is 100 pips. That's going to be 35.35. That's 1 to 6.4. So that's a 1% risk. That's a 6.4% reward. So that's a nice trade to be looking at. And that's a good sell. So I'm going to be selling. And the take profits are on the screen. But what's going on? The link is not popping out. Yeah. Give it a second, guys. All right, there. All right, let me get this sell in really quick. It's going to be GBP CHF. Stop loss is 1.365, 36.35, and take profit is 1.28950. Let me make that right. These numbers. It's already dropping. Okay, that's fine. 1 second. You have an MT4? Open MT4. Yeah, sell GBP CHF. Okay.
So kick it down.
How?
What?
Open your MT4.
Take what now?
Open your MT4.
What's that?
The app. This one. Just open that.
Okay, this right. This is right.
GBP CHF. All right, 364. Take profit 29. All right, stop loss would be 364, and take profit is 2,900. All right, perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay. 364. That's all. Those are the numbers. 3640.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just type it in 29 because that's the take profit. TP means take profit.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2,900. And then you sell because of this. And then that's it. That's your money growing. Now that's negative right now, $2, $1, and then just let it play out, and then we'll see how it drops.
I'm gonna stay here for another hour. See what these do.
Okay. It's
watch.
gonna drop, or if it goes up, you're gonna be negative. If it drops from that point, you're gonna make money. Now, all right, guys. So now we have GBP JPY next target, and that's gonna be GBP CHF up. GBP JPY. All right, GBP JPY is not getting respected whatsoever at the head and shoulder, but we'll see. It did make the nice wick to the top, but we'll see how it comes back. If it does come back here, we'll be looking for a buy right about here. But right now, I'm just gonna leave it all alone, and we're gonna look for a different pair. But I'm gonna write a note. GBP JPY will be a nice buy this coming week, and it's going to be a head and shoulder. So keep that in mind. And next would be GBP NZD. That's gonna, oh, that's a nice trade. Already in profit. Dropped it from there all the way here. Right now it's 150 pips in profit. That could be $150 right there.
Where's the?
Just from here, from that point to that point, it dropped. This could be 150 bucks right there. But on my trade, that's a GBP NZD, right? Look, that's a $17 right there for me. See that? Same trade, GBP NZD. All right, on to the next one is GBP AUD. All right, AUD looks kind of bullish right now, but we'll see how this plays out. But on a daily time frame, we are at the major resistance. So if this resistance gets respected, then that's a good sign. But there's a divergence, there's a W, level 1, level 2, a nice combination of everything. So the high should not be broken, but we'll see and how it plays out, okay? Now, what we got next is GBP CAD. All right, GBP CAD did a nice drop, and that's around 200 pips. 200 pips, guys. So that's a nice W, level 1, level 2, a nice breakout, but a nice retest over here. But overall, what we can see is a nice drop coming up. So we're going to be holding throughout the week. Let it drop. It's most likely it's going to drop a lot. So we're going to leave it to that one. Now, the last would be GBP USD. And we haven't seen anything appealing right now, but a nice level 1 is right here. This one is an extra level right here, so ignore that. But peak level 1, level 2, a nice M formation, a level 1 right here. So most likely the price will reject this level, but wait it out and see how it responds. So once you see a breakout, you can sell it, or you can still choose to sell it right at that right here. So that's a nice wedge right here. So you can expect the same, the 1-to-1, the 100% retracement right there, right about here. So ABCD. Yeah. Right. So let's wait it out and see how that plays out. But overall, most likely it's going to be a sell, but you got to wait for the breakout. Okay. Now, NZD JPY. NZD JPY, whoa, that went up high, so that's good. Okay, 1, 2, that's going to be 160 pips in profit. That's 160 pips in profit. All right, guys, so all right, guys, so this one is a nice trade that's going to the upside, but we're just gonna wait it out and play out, but wait for this breakout though. You have to wait for this breakout. Once the breakout happens, then you can move your stop loss to break even, because you never know, this price might come down all the way back. So, but 100 plus pips is always a good time to move your stop loss to break even and take partials or whatever you want to do. So NZD JPY is a nice trade going so far, and we're going to be looking at NZD CHF. All right, NZD CHF is following the pattern already. You can see the W level 1, level 2, a nice M. The first leg of an M is created right about there. So, and at the same time, it's that support of the M. So we'll wait it out. We'll see how this plays out. Right about here, we should expect a nice reversal. So all the way to the bottom side. So it's around, how many pips is that? From here to here, that's going to be a nice 370 pips take profit. That's going to be a nice chunk. So make sure to keep an eye on it and wait for that trade to go up there and then trade it, okay? Or you can see it right about there too. So a lot of times at the 88.6, you might see a retracement, but let me draw it out really quick. 88.6, yep. Okay. So we'll wait it out. We'll wait out for a nice divergence to form right about here, okay, and right about there. So the price will go right here and then drop, okay. All right, now a NZD-CHF, NZD-CHF, it's going to be a nice sell for the M structure, okay. Now NZD-CAD. All right, NZD-CAD got respected at the 78.6. Now we can see there's a nice W, level 1, level 2, an M formation with the divergence. Our trend line breakout, everything looks good. So we should expect a nice bearish move to the downside. And we're all we gotta do is just wait, okay? That's gonna be a nice, how many pips is that? 673 pips. So it's going to be quite a while, probably a month or so, but it's still worth it. It's a nice harmonic pattern. All right. Now, NZD USD is right about here. And as you can see, there is a W, level 1, level 2, nice M formation with a nice divergence on the bigger time frame. And we can see that the price is going down, but now we can have to wait for the breakout. Now, once the breakout happens, then we can count the levels. But as we can see, the breakout did happen here. That's going to be the level 1 consolidation. So let's wait out and see how it really plays out, or how it plays out, but it gets respected or not. But here is a nice sell-off. So all right, now NZD USD is good to go. Now we got USD CAD. All right, almost done. USD CAD. Remember last week I called out this trade: M level 1, level 2, a nice W level 1, level 2, a nice M with a nice. It wasn't a nice M divergence, but at the trend line breakout, that's basically when we sold. So right about here, we sold it last week, and right now we're currently sitting on 83 pips. That's around $83, so from last week. So we're gonna wait it out since this is already broken the structure. That's gonna be counted as a level 1 right about here. So now we can expect a nice level 2 right about here, a nice W here, and next the price will go, make a W and then go back up. So all we're doing is just counting the levels and just keeping track of it, where it is and all that. All right, now, all right, that's it. Now what we got next is USD JPY. Our USD JPY is a nice buy that we entered last week. As you can see, the M formation level 1, level 2, a nice W right about there, but it did the extended stop on another one. But now you can see the price is going back up. We had our stop loss a little bit further up, but we almost got stopped out, but everything going in our favor. And that was around what, 100 pips? Yeah, so 1% risk for 900 pips take profit. So that's a good trade. So that's why we stayed in, and we should be seeing a nice breakout right about here and nice level consolidation. So let's see how that plays out. Okay, now we got USD CHF, and that's a nice trade that going well also, and that's going to be a level 1, and that's a lot of small time frame analysis right there. Oh damn, I canceled the whole thing. Okay, where did I enter? I forgot. Hold on 1 second. Right about here somewhere. Okay, so we'll wait out and see how it really plays out. But overall, right now, we are in bullish right there, close to 200 pips in profit. So that's going to be $200 right there for you from last week. Just from last week, just 200 bucks up in profit. Okay. But, all right. So the last, how many we got? Last one is gold. That was pretty quick actually, because I already have the markups. So gold, how we seeing in gold is on a smaller time frame, on a 1 hour, W level 1, level 2, a nice M, a nice trend line breakout, retest, a nice level 1 count, but at the same time, you can see that the price had created the level 2, but at the same time it was a divergence. But gold kind of does this all the time, but at the same time we can see that this is a nice big consolidation, and it respected this zone right here. It respected this zone. So what I see is this is the whole 1 level consolidation, and we should expect a nice drop more towards the downside, because what we've seen here in the past is right here is a W, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation, but the high was never broken. So what it means that the take profit, once it comes down, we can move our take profit all the way to the bottom, because it will be a nice sell. This is a level 1 consolidation in a bigger time frame, but on a smaller time frame, it's a different story. This whole thing is one big consolidation. And what I'm waiting for is a nice breakout right about here to create a nice level 2 right here. So let's wait out and see how it really plays out. But overall, what I see on a smaller time frame, in like right here, in a smaller time frame, it's still a nice trade. It's a nice sell. So how many pips are we in profit on that one? Let's see. All right, 80 pips in profit on a sell. So we might probably gonna move it once it breaks this level. Once this breaks this level, it's gonna be, you're gonna see this, but it can be a bigger move too because of the ABCD pattern, because of the 61.8 retracement right about here. Right about here, so you can see that happening. Okay, so all right guys, so we're definitely gonna see a nice retracement right about here, so make sure to sell swing right about, let me see, 61.8, 50%. All right, there, so that's a nice retracement from the 50%. You can expect a nice drop over there also, and that should in line with the whole thing. Yep, that's gonna be right there. So it's a multiple difference, so we'll see. I don't want to fill the charts up with everything, lines everywhere, but that's pretty much it, guys. Hold on, I'm almost done. Right, guys, so the gold is overall a nice sell on the bigger time frame, right about here on the 4-hour time frame. So you guys can see that what's going on. But overall, this is it. Okay, that's gonna be a nice level. But that's it, guys. I think I covered all 31 pairs. Do you guys have any questions you want to ask before I end this webinar? Please go ahead and ask me right now. And the webinar almost took 1 hour, so that's perfect. So anybody got any questions? There's 18 members right now. None? All right, guys. So I'm going to end this webinar right now, and the recordings will be available in the group for the paid signals and the clients, okay? But if anybody hasn't attended, make sure to attend next time on Wednesday at London session. Looks like somebody got a question. Too many questions. All right, thank you, no problem. All right, Belen, no problem, you're welcome. And JC, you're welcome. And everybody have a good night. I think I pretty much covered everything. And I'm gonna see you guys Wednesday at 12 a.m. All right, that's gonna be day trading. So everybody, peace out. Have a good night and enjoy and have a bullish week. Have a bullish week.